What's up, family? Welcome to Ask the Ma'ats, where today I'm going to challenge you to stop playing and start pushing. My name is Ayize Ma'at, and I'm normally doing these videos with my beautiful wife, Iana Ma'at, but I'm flying solo today, y'all. Hey, I wanted to lift this message up specifically for the women out there who are really struggling and starving for intimacy in their relationship. There's a couple of questions that I want to ask you that I think that you need to really answer and really internalize the gist of what I'm saying, because again, I think that if you embrace what I'm saying, if you internalize it and then incorporate it in your relationship into your daily practice, then it should edify your relationship and really take that connection and that intimacy to the next level. A lot of women come to us and say, my man, he won't talk to me. My man, he won't connect with me. He won't get close to me. He won't hold my hand. He won't give me a kiss. He won't do whatever it may be that requires some type of physical touch, some type of attention. And she just feels alone and isolated in a relationship. And if this is you, what I would say is that, it's not a lost cause. It's not a lost cause. And the reason why I say this is because in the work that my wife and I do, we do group work and we do individual counseling and coaching as well. And what we both seen is that when we separate the men and the women and ask them what are some of the key areas or issues that they experience in a relationship, oftentimes, y'all, what comes up is quality time. Oftentimes, believe it or not, the men are talking about how their intimacy starved, how they're actually looking for some type of connection and closeness in a relationship, but there's an invisible barrier that's blocking them from really being able to get close and connected with their boo. I mean, it's as simple as that, and then women definitely are saying the same thing, like, he won't talk to me. But you know what? Men are saying the same thing as well. So intimacy starvation is not a gender specific thing when it comes to relationships. Both genders are experiencing it, which is really surprising and interesting because although both genders express, I want to be with you, ain't neither one of them actually taking a step or making a move to be with the other person. And there's a number of reasons why this is taking place, but fear of rejection is one of them, definitely. Past hurts is another thing that's blocking them from actually stepping into that blessing of being closer to one another. But in the end, what we say is that if the desire is there and the effort is there, then the connection can also be there too. But you got to be willing to take the risk in a relationship to get that. And so I know specifically in my relationship that my wife, she definitely holds it down and makes it a point to tune into me emotionally to help me get whatever needs I have met. And so whether it be the need to express myself, whether it be the need to have space, she's always in sync and paying attention to what my emotional needs are. And then she's doing what she needs to do. She's showing up in a specific way to help me meet those emotional needs. And then sometimes she fills in the gap and she meets those emotional needs for me. So I'm definitely thankful. And this is something, ladies, that you all can do. But what it requires is that you actually pay attention to your man. Yeah, it requires that you pay attention to your man. You pay attention to his rhythm. And I was about to say you pay attention to his cycle, but that could be taken out of context. And I actually use that. Men have cycles too. Men have emotional cycles. Men have emotional rhythms. And if you're not just so self-absorbed and you're paying attention to what space he is in emotionally, then it may allow you or give you permission to step into the gap, step into the void, and try to meet him where he is. There's been a number of times in our relationship, where I'm stressed out, where I'm bugging out, and what my wife does is she recognizes the space that I'm in, and she'll either give me my space or she'll ask me some simple questions, y'all. And ladies, I encourage you to do this for your boo. She'll ask me, "Is there anything that you need? What can I do to support you in this space? How can I help you? What do you need from me? I want to be here for you in whatever capacity that you need me to be for you." And so when she says things like that, what it lets me know is that she's available. It lets me know that she's in sync with the space that I'm in. It lets me know that also there's a safe space for me to share if I'm willing and if I want to share. And so a lot of times what guys express is that, I'm not necessarily getting connected with my wife because it's always contentious. It's always drama. It's always some goddamn beef that I got to deal with. And so it don't feel safe. I'd rather go out and hang out with the fellas. It feels safe doing that. I'd rather talk to my coworkers. It feels safe doing that. I'd rather holler at Shorty on the phone or text her because I ain't got no judgment coming from her. And what I say to the men in those situations, that you need to grow the fuck up. I mean, it's as simple as that. But again, you're gonna be mindful of the fact that, what type of space are you creating? in the relationship? And are you creating an atmosphere that your man feels comfortable and invited into? And so again, ladies, what I would say is that you want to make sure that you're tending to your man, you're in sync with your man emotionally, and you're paying attention to your man. When your man feels like he's paid attention to, he'll definitely pay attention to you. But in order to do this, ladies, you know what you gotta do. You gotta stop playing and start pushing.